Now, after discussing the airstream mechanism, we'll move on to a discussion on the organs of speech, all the basic organs of speech. I'm uploading a diagram of the organs of speech, which you can look at while listening to this particular audio. So while listening to this audio, keep that diagram ready in front of you so that you can understand properly. While explaining the organs of speech, it's always good to begin from the lungs, that is the source of air which helps you produce speech sounds. So it is very clear to you, and I guess you have studied in your first semester as well, that the lungs provide the air, the push that is required for producing speech sounds. Okay, and air from the lungs slowly moves through the windpipe into our larynx. Inside the larynx, you have an organ, a very important speech organ, which is called the vocal cords or the vocal folds. The vocal cords or the vocal folds consist of a pair of lip-like structures. So the lip-like structures which constitute the vocal fold or the vocal cord can have two positions. In one position, the lip-like structures are close together. And when the lip-like structures of the vocal cords are close together, there is no space in between for the air to escape freely. And in this particular position, air creates a vibration while passing through the vocal cords or the vocal folds. And the speech sounds which are produced with the vocal cords in this closed position, in which air comes out through the vocal cords with a small vibration, they are called voiced sounds. This is important with regard to phonetics. You have to understand, when the vocal cords are close together, there is not enough space for air to come out freely. So it produces a vibration while passing through these vocal cords, and the speech sounds that are accompanied by this small sound of vibration, the noise of vibration, they are called voiced sounds. On the other hand, when the vocal cords, the lip-like structures of the vocal cords are far apart, the air gets enough space to pass through these vocal cords without any noise of vibration in a very smooth manner. So those speech sounds, during the production of which air passes smoothly through the vocal cords without any vibration, they are called voiceless sounds. So whether a speech sound is voiced or voiceless gets determined at the point of the vocal cord. If the vocal cords, the lip-like structures of the vocal cords are far apart, the sound is voiceless. If they are close together, the sound is voiced. So examples of voiced sounds in English, since you are already familiar with a little bit of phonetics, you can understand the examples of voiced sounds in English include all vowel sounds and certain consonants like b, d, g, etc. Voiceless sounds, on the other hand, include certain consonant sounds like p, t, k, etc. So we'll talk more about voiced and voiceless sounds later on.